I feel very comfortable saying things like, I think chemistry is universal. I think math is universal. I mean, we can get into philosophical arguments, okay, but that's like for Saturday night, at the end. Like basically Monday through Friday, I feel really confident about it. And I do also about the laws of evolution, the periodic table. So it's not though that easy though to go from that to say, well, I think plant life is universal. Or the animal kingdom will always make, bilateral symmetries. So what do you think about how, even if we take that for granted, that evolution is universal and chemistry is universal, what are we imagining for life on other planets? Is it silly to imagine a bipedal, two-eyed, is that crazy or is it convergent evolution?
I think that's too convergent, right? So one of the funny things about all the UFO stuff, it's always, a little guy with a triangular head and two eyes and, and shoulders. And I just, I think while evolution we can think is universal, because it's really just a logic. It's a logic about who wins if you're well adapted to the environment. So things like sticks for, like some jointed limbs if you have to walk along a surface, yeah, we can expect something like that. But, whether you get 15 joints or two or, that is going to be contingent, right? So evolution works on accidents and it works on physics, on the relationship between what the physics solutions to the problems of survival. So asking for our forms that have happened on Earth, that's asking for too many accidents to have run the same way. But again, thinking that we should expect wings, like wings have happened so many times on Earth, that may not be so weird. But I always like to say we should expect to be surprised and we should expect to be grossed out.
Yeah, I'm actually, to come back to your original question, I'm open to the idea, this is kind of controversial amongst my colleagues, but I'm open to the idea that this could be it, that maybe chemistry, I agree, is everywhere, and math is everywhere, but that doesn't necessarily mean life will happen everywhere. So as a scientist, I think it's important that we remain open-minded to both possibilities. We don't want to become Percival Lowell and decide we see life everywhere we look. In terms of, I guess, the example that Adam gave, which I totally agree with, really highlights how unique this hypothesis is. Once again, we are looking for something, but we don't know what we're looking for. Right. We have no idea what we're looking for, but we're trying to look for it. And that is kind of odd for a scientific experiment. So it puts us in a very difficult position. I think the most useful connection to evolution I see is actually thinking about the future of life on Earth. We've had one evidence of a technological species on our planet. Adam has done work thinking about whether there could have been previous technological species. We kind of assume generally that isn't true. And similarly, there's still almost 1 billion years left of this planet to be habitable. 1 billion years, that's a mind-boggling number. I mean, think about the dinosaurs were kicked off 65 million years. That's 0.065 billion years. It's nothing. So there's so many opportunities for mass extinctions, for new civilizations to rise and fall. This planet could have many, many descendants on it of future civilizations.